Hello, welcome to Living Well Today. I'm Angela, and we are on episode 70 this week. And this is an interesting topic. I've had this happen to me in a pretty significant way within the last week. And I wanted to share, as I reflected on it myself, the lesson that it was offering me because of the glitch. And that's our topic today. Is the glitch is actually also part of the plan. And what do I mean glitch? Well, life's hiccups, life's curveballs. Things end. Things don't go the way that you expect. They take an unexpected turn. They happen to all of us, from little hiccups to sometimes very big deals. And I'll share with you my experience in just a bit and what I'm learning through that process. But what I want to ask you, well, first and foremost, thank you for being here. Whether you're watching this in real time this week or whether you watch it on replay, I appreciate each and every one of you joining me here. And I invite you to visit my website, angelamoonin.com, and my other social media platforms. And if this resonates with you today, please be sure to pass along the helpful info that might offer some insight and ease to someone else in your circle. So, the plan that doesn't unfold the way that you expect, kind of life, right? Most plans, the perfect plan, never comes off the way that you imagined. And thank goodness. I think that's part of the lesson here too, is that a lot of times we look back and say, oh, thank goodness that didn't go that way. Thank goodness they didn't take that offer of mine on that house because I got a different house that suited me even better. Thank goodness that I got fired from that job, or that relationship ended, or whatever it might be. And it's always in that hindsight, right, that it's easier to say that. The magic in making it easier, which is what Living Well Today is about, is that finding ways for life, for you, to be of ease. Your work in the world, your money, your relationships, anything and everything, that they come to you with flow, that life flows for you because it's in its nature. That's what it wants to do, and that's what it can do. It's us who disrupts that flow and disrupts that energy. And so the idea is that, well, when a glitch comes along, and invariably it will, is it really a glitch? It seems like it at the time. But if we can go inward in those moments rather and find that center, find that ease and that reassurance, reassure ourselves. No one else is coming along to do it, right? Reassure ourselves that, the glitch, I see you, glitch. Okay, I get this. I know what this is. Some kind of gift, not a glitch, but a gift. And there's a wonderful, it's by an unknown author, wonderful saying that says, life a lot of times feels like it's falling apart. But what if it's really falling in place? And it really all is. Always, always, always. It just feels like when we're on the other side of that coin and things are shifting and sorting through themselves, it can feel uncomfortable. What I can promise you is that comfort can come more quickly. That discomfort can roll on its way like a wave more easily, depending on your mindset and your heart set and your spirit set. So that's what we're here to talk about today, is in those times when things feel like a glitch, are they the gift? And they always are. so I'll share my experience with you here. So I've been doing these shows, and I've been doing Word of the Week and all this content development over the last, well, this is episode 70, and I do one a week. So over the last year and a half. And when I originally set up, I had someone else set my website up for me, because I set up websites for people, but I thought I didn't want to be that close to it. I wanted to have someone else more objective than me set it up for me. And they used this platform called WooCommerce software because I have coursework and I have memberships, monthly memberships, and a mastermind circle, because I really wanted to create self-sustenance for myself. We all have self-sustenance. I really wanted to create a portal through which people could connect with me. And if they found value in what I was offering to them, that they would award or reward me and invest energy and offer that energy back to me in the form of a membership, repeating membership monthly, etc. And the monthly, the membership it's quite wonderful. The private content and exclusive content that you get with the membership, and it's $11.22 a month. And then the mastermind is $288 a month. And that is a mastermind it's one-to-one coaching and one-to-group coaching. And we talk often about the power of surrounding yourself with people who are vibrating at a similar level to you, or even slightly higher, so that you have the ability to resonate with that and raise yourself up. And that's the mastermind, the golden circle. Well, I've started to kind of slip into a little bit of a woe is me, like I'm not doing the right thing. I don't understand why not a single person in a year and a half, not a single person has signed up. It just doesn't make sense. Signed up for become a member of my Living Well Today community, a paying member. And that not a single person has come into the Golden Circle Mastermind. And not a single person has done this or done it, right? I just couldn't make sense of it. And I really, there have been times where I was like, okay, I feel like I'm pouring a lot of energy into this. And while it's helpful for me, it requires a lot of time and effort and production and different things. And am I going to have to go get a different job? Am I going to need to, what am I going to do? Am I going to Airbnb my home forever? I mean, I really wanted to create have been wanting to create my own stream of revenue for myself. And have been getting super discouraged because I'm like, I can only keep devoting this much time to it every week and not having compensation for it on some level, aside from the lessons that I reinforced for myself. Like, in other words, something's got to give. If I'm not resonating with people and I'm not striking a financial chord with these memberships, then, and I've tried different membership levels and I've done maybe that I'm not cut out for this. Like, this isn't meant to be. And then I thought, gosh darn it, I know based on emails that I get and texts and private DMs and things that it is resonating with people. And I know money is interesting for folks, but I'm thinking $11.22. Some of them can be really valuable lessons. Well, so on the spring equinox, it's a very 3 days ago, it's a very powerful, it's where I sent a message to my daughter saying it's when the veil is the thinnest. And when I say veil, I mean the connection between the collective consciousness, the universe, and this earthly plane. So I even sent a message to my ex-husband and said, you know, his beloved, that she passed away a couple of years ago now, very sadly. And I said, if you want to have a conversation with her and you want to release any sadness, guilt, shame, anything around any of that stuff, then today is the day to do it, because that's when the veil is the thinnest. Well, so that's also when the veil is the thinnest, is when it's really important to be clear about, it's always important to be clear about your intentions. But it's the time when you can realize your intentions most rapidly, when those energies are in that place on an equinox, okay? And spring is, you know, renewal and birth and all of these wonderful things. So I wrote down very specific and clear needs and intentions, not wants, needs. I need this to happen. I need this to happen because, and I got very clear about what that was. The next morning, Friday morning, I was getting my car serviced. So the gentleman was nice enough to drive me over to a little cafe, because it was going to be a couple of hours. So I get there and I get this email that says, Angela Moonen, someone's ordered the $11.22 a month membership. You have an order. I was like, oh. So I went in and I looked, and sure enough, and then I went and I checked my PayPal account. Sure enough, the money had gone in there. Where I had to look was a new place. I hadn't really looked in that place because I hadn't gotten quote unquote orders before. This is the glitch. Over 1,800 people have tried to place an order with me. And the software had a glitch. And it was not processing their order. 1,800 and almost 1,900 people. Do you know what that is at $11.22 a month? I calculated it. It's $20,000 a month. So, which would resolve a lot for me right now. So I could go one of two ways. I could go into complete distraughtness. I don't know how this one order got through. I don't know. Well, magic. God, my grandmother, who knows? That's all I needed. I just needed one order, after a year and a half. And then I got in there and I truly was like so excited about the one order, because I was like, I'm right for not giving up. I'm right for not giving up. Keep going. You're on the right track. It's coming. Faith. And so I was excited with my one order. And then within a few minutes, while I was in there going, wait a minute, what are these 1,800? What is all of this? And I'm looking at all of the email addresses and all the people, and another order came through. I was like, okay, wait a minute. So I went to my PayPal, and there it is, another order. I was literally, while I sat there having, my kale tonic, uh, you would have thought that my 2 orders were 222 orders, or 2,022 orders, or 20,022 orders. I was so excited. I am so excited, because if I can do 2 orders, I can do 2,022 orders. I know I can. I know I can, because I know and believe what I am doing, because I believe in myself. I believe in the path that I'm on, that I'm sharing good works, that I'm sharing helpful messages, and that it's the right thing to do. It's just, this is going to give me encouragement and support to keep going and creating. And I've got to figure out, I've got to now loop back and connect with these 800 and some plus people and say, I'm sorry that my software had a glitch. Here's a special gift for you for experiencing the glitch. And I hope that you'll consider coming back. So what is the gift in all of that? I'm so giddy. I mean, when I get talking about it, I'm so excited. What is the gift? The gift is me trusting me. The gift is me having faith and not giving up, and strengthening my resilience muscle, and strengthening my own sense of self and capability, and in being my own best cheerleader, and saying, I know you can do this. I'm looking in my mirror. I know you can do this. You can do this. You can be this. You can. That's the gift. Like I said, I could have gone down the one path and just totally distraught and victim. I can't believe that this happened. The web designer did this to me and screwed this up. And I could have been all of that. I wasn't it. I'm not saying that I didn't go, whoa, wait a minute. 20,000, it wouldn't have all realized all at once, but let's say $20,000, even just over the last 6 months, if it was recurring, it's a lot of money. But I can create it again and again and again and again. I know that I can. I know that I am. So that's the gift. And the glitch is part of the plan. Whether it's your software, whether it's the job offer. All right. So I know I'm taking a lot of time today to explain my own life stories here, but these are the lessons. I want to encourage you to look for these things within your own life, within your own happenings, day to day, your own feelings and how you feel in your body and in your heart, and the story you're telling yourself. Okay, so at some point along this path within the last couple of months, I was really like, okay, I can keep creating content, but I'm going to have to generate other income for myself. But I want to do it purposefully. Like I want it to be on purpose and in alignment. So I went on LinkedIn and I saw this position that was available at Baptist Health here in Jacksonville. And it was for the chief of customer experience. It was an internal and externally focused role, meaning customer experience, meaning the patients. So in charge of the patient's experience while they're going through the system at the hospital, as well as the employees, the caregivers and the providers of the hospital. And I shared it with 3 or 4 people, and they said, oh, that position couldn't be more right for you. Like you couldn't be more right for that position. There's nobody that's better for that position than you, Angela. Because part of the role was also marketing. part of the role was storytelling, like they specifically said, the stories that the hospital shares with all of its different groups of constituents. And then it's healthcare and it's hospitals, and our healthcare system and our hospitals are sick, you know, and I work so much in healing and in the language of healing and narrative medicine and all of those things. Like it was just the perfect, it was like, I read the job description and I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, this is for me. This is for me. I literally just had this conversation with myself last night. Like, okay, I'm going to have to step back into the more traditional workforce for a time to get myself, you know, even keel financially, etc. I'm going to need to do this. And then that chief officer for the patient and customer experience came up. It's like, this couldn't be more perfect. This is designed for me. This is the universe sending me a sign. And I have known for a while that I would play a bigger and bigger role in healthcare. And it's why I've spent so much time devoting to the different study of the brain and the different things that I've done with Harvard Medical School and my certifications and psychology and mindset and all of that, because I really do believe our healthcare system is really sick. And so anyway, I follow up on I submit my information, my resume, my profile, my cover letter, all of this. And I follow up and I follow up, and it keeps saying in the system, your resume is being reviewed. It's actually under review. They didn't send me a denial. They didn't say, no, you know, automated email or anything like that, you know, this isn't for you. Thank you for applying. I didn't get any of that. I got your resume is being reviewed. It's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I was saying so many prayers, not just because of the money. Yes, that. Also, because it was the perfect, for me, the perception was it's a perfect alignment for me. Then I go and I've got a new hairdresser. I go to my hairdresser, and the hairdresser is telling me her experience at this hospital with 2 different providers. And it's unbelievable. It's so bad. The experience that she explained to me, so bad. Sorry if you hear my cell phone, my phone's going on. And wow, I mean, do I really want to step into, you know, they have 10,000 employees or something. Do I really want to step into that? Do I want to be of that, right? On the inside of the bottle. One of the things I've always said, and why I've been a great consultant over the years for other clients, is that I have a perspective that's outside the bottle. So if you're a consultant, what is the best thing? Or even as a customer, you're not working inside a company, you're the customer of that company. You have a great perspective, right? Because you're not of it. You're not inside the bottle. So you can see, you can read the label. You're outside the bottle. You see differently. Your perspective is unique to you, and that's very valuable. And it's a perspective that any consultant brings that tremendous value to their clients. I thought, boy, I mean, wait a minute. And I hadn't thought about this part of it. Here I talk about that metaphor all the time with the bottle. And I hadn't thought about this part of it. I was so excited that the notion of it and the salary and all of that, I would be reporting to the CEO, that I lost sight of that. And it hit me. And so then the very next day, I just thought, you know, I'm gonna check it again and just see where it's at. And I'm probably gonna withdraw. I think I might withdraw my resume. And it still says pending review. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach out to the HR director at this hospital through LinkedIn. She got right back to me. And she said, I am so sorry. Our system has been having glitches. And it looks like there was a glitch. And we never got your, like, I know that it said that it was pending review and under review. We're not seeing it in our system. It's some kind of glitch. We're actually already in the final stages of interviewing and whatever. And I got a boilerplate. If you'd like to send your resume again and we'll keep it and reference it, I got some kind of boilerplate response from there on out. And I thought, no, the glitch is part of the plan. And that's why we're here today. The glitch is part of the plan. And attack failure. And by the way, I took a snapshot of it. I'm not going to put it up, but I took a snapshot of it just to demonstrate it. But while I was trying to set up my StreamYard recording today, it said, your system is not recognizing, it cannot access your video and microphone. Restart your computer. And it kept doing it. And I had to restart the computer, refresh the screen, and then ultimately restart the computer in order to get it to access my video and mic. And I never had that issue. I don't know what but it was the glitch. Anyway, it could be an unexpected health setback. I mean, that could feel like a big glitch, right? And yet there's some kind of beauty or something in self-care that you give yourself, or a new way of healing, a new way of being that you learn as a result of that health setback, or what you see as a setback or feel as a setback. I mean, it could be something as small as your GPS rerouting you a different way, right? But in the moment, the glitch feels like you're getting resistance somehow, that life is working against us. Oh, here we go again. Well, what if that's just our perception from one perspective? What if it's actually life recalibrating, like the wizard behind the curtain that you can't see, that's pulling this lever and pulling this string and moving things around to ideally move you up and bigger in a more prosperous way, whatever prosperous can mean for you. So let's talk about, how do we frame these moments, right? Well, as I said, I could have been very upset about the glitch in the system with the hospital and my resume, but it was all working out, because it was less than a week later that these orders come through. And I discovered that almost 2,000 people have tried to order and haven't been able to because of the glitch. And I want to invite you to reframe the glitch as a gift. Just replace that one word and just take in a deep breath and pause when that glitch happens. And instead of going into angst and frustration and fear, say, I recognize you. I see you, glitch. I see you. Doesn't mean necessarily that everything all magically just vanishes and everything is fine again. That might not be possible because of the way things are needing to move around for you. But I promise you that you will move through the glitch faster if you take a more resourceful stance in the middle of it. Let's talk about, I've got a couple of notes here I want to read on some science around how glitches help us. Psychologists talk about a concept called cognitive flexibility. All right, I had to do a little bit of research on this because I didn't want to misspeak. Cognitive flexibility, our ability to adapt and shift when things don't go our way. People who practice adaptability tend to be happier, more resilient, and experience less stress. A study from Harvard found that when people view obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than roadblocks, their stress responses actually shift. Their brains move from a fight or flight state to a problem-solving state. So rather than say the next time the glitch happens, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? And I understand it, especially if it's a doozy. Why? Why, God? Why again? Why more? Why is this happening to me? Try asking, what is this moment here to teach me? Become a student. Study it. Just ask yourself a different question, and you immediately shift the outcome because you're shifting your entire state around it and the experience around it. Does this make sense? It's a small shift, but as we've learned in previous episodes, small changes, okay? Small changes can lead to really profound impact in your life. So pause and breathe. That's step one. Look for the gift. That's step two. Where is this? Is this redirecting me somewhere else? Am I not thinking or feeling into this? Am I being too hard on myself? Am I, even if you can't see it yet, can you trust that something better is coming your way? Then lean into the flow. Go with the flow of it all. Don't be in resistance. I should say don't be. Be in flow. Be in acceptance. Be in receivership. I am open. I am willing. I go with flow. I am the flow. I am the flow. And you will feel your body just want to release, because it does. That's its more natural state, is a state of ease and flow. All right, so we're going to close. And before we wrap up, let's just take a minute to be still and to think about a time, and maybe it's happening right now, that felt or feels like a little hiccup or a big loss or shift or unexpected trauma, drama, whatever it might be. So it could be something in the past, or it could be happening to you right now. If it's happening to you right now, then you're in the right place. Because if you can pause, if you can get quiet and breathe and reaffirm for yourself, I see you, glitch. I am ready for the gift. I am in faith. I am in trust. I am in receiving all things that support me and my ultimate well-being. I am the flow. I am the gift. I am that I am that. And if it's something that's happened in the past, can you look at it now and can you say, yeah, it's a good thing that happened. Didn't feel good at the time. It's a good thing it happened. All of us can think of that, a time when that is true, right? As we close today, I want you to remember that life doesn't happen to us. It is happening for us. And that shift in your expectation, your perception, all of it means all the difference in how you experience it and the quality of your life. In those moments when the glitches happen, because they will happen, redirections happen all the time, denials and delays happen all the time. Why? Because it's things lining up for us, even if we can't see it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Direct message me, put comments on the social platforms where this is airing, And let me know of a time where you look back and you go, oh, I see the gift in the glitch. Or if it's something you're going through right now. I look forward to hearing what that is. And I'm walking that journey with you. For each and every one of you, thank you again. And I'll see you next week. All the best for living well today. Blessings.